Hey folks, welcome back. Glad you're here. This is going to be short. It just started raining. I got a lot done today though. Stacked some wood. Had to make a trip to town. That turned out to be good news. And I'll share that with you when everything is more known, I guess. And when I know for sure it's good news, I will share that with you, okay? So, but everything is good health-wise. Everything is really good health-wise. So, I've got some grapes over there. Now, they are 4-year-old grapes and grapevines. The first year I planted them, I planted 3 the first year. A moose came through in the spring, pulled them up, took a bite out of the root system, spit it out, went to the next one, did the same thing, went to the third one, did the same thing. I didn't find them for a couple of days later because it was before spring planting or even getting into my garden. I just happened to see moose tracks up by my deck, so I followed them in my garden, followed them to my grape plants, and then found my grapes. So I replanted them. One did not make it. The next year, the second one did not make it, but the other one, the only one of the 3 left, did make it. It's been awful slow, folks. So, and this is the 4th year, and I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong because it just wasn't doing much at all. It wasn't growing. So somebody told me to take a 5-gallon bucket and put some aged composted chicken manure right around it, water it in. I did that, and it is taking off like lightning, folks. So that's my trick, apparently. So I've got 5 or 6 grapevines over there, and I did that to each one, and each one thanked me graciously. So if you've got grapevines and they're not doing well, and you've got access to aged composted chicken manure, I would put a 5-gallon bucket right around them, water it in, and you should see a difference. It worked for me anyway. I thought that was an awful lot to put around one grapevine, but it liked it. So I trimmed my tomato plants. I transplanted 2 more tomato plants. I found a tomato plant growing up beside my woodshed that's about 1.5 feet tall with a blossom. And inside the small woodshed where I have my vegetables dehydrating in those mesh bags, I found 5 or 6 small tomato plants, and I will save them as well. I also found 2 other tomato plants. They look like they might be a tomatillo. Unsure, but they look like tomatillo to me. So those will be transplanted into containers, and they will be put up here in the garden as well. So we'll see. Mystery plant, just mystery plant. So maybe I'll leave them and put them, because I have heirloom tomatoes here. I should leave them down the other side of my house is what I should do, so they won't cross-pollinate, right? Smart idea. I did measure the mullein plant 8 days ago, folks. Last Tuesday, it was exactly 7 feet tall. And today, 8 days later, this Tuesday, it is 7 feet 10 inches tall, right to the millimeter. So it grew 10 inches in 8 days. It's slowing down a little bit, but it's forked out. I did a little video. I didn't do a video over on that side of the house because I broke my tripod, folks. I broke my tripod. The legs are wanting to spread eagle, and one leg keeps wanting to come right off. And poor Wilson was struggling anyway, right? He needs some fixing. So I think it's time for me to get another tripod. But so far, if I set it just right and the wind's not blowing, we're good. We're good. So I can probably milk this for another couple of weeks. We're hoping, right? So walk around my garden. I didn't see any bugs whatsoever. I did pick off some of those tortoise beetles. I have not dug down into my potato bed again to monitor the potatoes. I won't do that again until I go to harvest my potatoes, right? So they are no longer standing up. Some of them are kind of leaning over. We've got some pretty high winds, and they were pretty tall. Well, they're up to here, right? Almost booby height. So, you know, they were getting not much support. So we had a windy day, and some of them lay down, which, you know, potato plants will do that. So, but they're all good. They look very healthy. There's no bugs. I know potatoes are growing. Everything is looking really, really good, folks. So, other than, folks, you know, see that right there? The monster teepee? That the pole beans were going to go up, right? Well, apparently when I saved my seeds, I saved 3 different kinds of bean seeds last year, and I do not believe they cross-pollinated. I grew shell bean, tongue of fire. I grew bush bean, and I grew pole beans. I think I got the pole beans and the bush beans in the wrong container. So these ended up being bush beans, folks. They're all blossomed out. It's okay. I'm going to get some beans either way. They're just not going to be tall and climbing up the trellis, right? It is what it is, but I'm not losing anything. I'm just not losing anything. I'll just pay better attention next time, right? So, Mama Robin, she abandoned her nest. She's got 1 egg in it. She laid 1 egg, and she didn't come back, folks. I see her on the other side of my house. So apparently me coming and going, even though I tried to give her a wide berth around that nest, I'm up in my garden an awful lot, folks. So I think the area was just too active for what she liked. So she moved on. She's still in the yard though. Odie duck, she kicked out the duck eggs, and when she goes off the nest to feed, the guineas sneak on the nest and they lay eggs in there. So she's been sitting on that. If she's sitting on the nest, they like that nest, so they'll go right up beside her and lay eggs, and then she'll roll them into the nest. Folks, she's got like 13 guinea eggs underneath her. And I went in this afternoon when I got back from potential good news. I saw a baby guinea keat on its back, and it looked like it had been pecked behind the ear, and it was dead. It was still warm, folks, so I just missed it by minutes. I picked her up, and there's no more hatching, or I've got to go check now because it's been about an hour or two. I want to monitor that, make sure that she is going to take care of them and not kill them when they hatch. But it looked like a chicken. A chicken got the baby guinea keat. So that happens. That's nature is nature, and it is what it is. I don't like finding dead babies, but that's the nature of it, folks. Not everything that hatches lives, right? So, but it's awful exciting. Now, my ducks have hatched guinea keats before and have raised them before, so, and that particular mama, she's a good mama, so I don't think it was her. So, there's really not much to say tonight. Now, that video that I posted yesterday, that I did the day before, folks, I got like 1,200 views. I just don't understand that. It's got like 19, that video alone gave me 19 subscribers. So I'm not really sure. The title wasn't all that fancy, folks, and I was just talking, but apparently something lined up in the universe. Okay, maybe it was a portal. We can blame it on the portal. The portal did me a favor. You know, the CERN portal. I don't even know how that's going, folks. Well, maybe I'm going to blame everything on that CERN from now on. It's sprinkling, so I'm going to blame it on the CERN. They're manipulating the weather. They've opened up the rain gods. And nah. So I don't know how that's going, folks. We're still here, right? We're still here. The birch trees are still here, so apparently they didn't get sucked up. I didn't get sucked up, so I think all is good. Hopefully they learn something. Hopefully they gain some knowledge and understanding. I still think they're playing with Mother Nature a little bit too much. That's just my opinion. And come back, folks. Thank you. Bye-bye.